2025 was a year of difficulties and struggles for many in Southern California.
We lost everything.
But the power of community held firm, unwavering, and stronger than ever.
It's unbelievable. Without group support, we probably wouldn't be where we are now.
We're going to explore and celebrate many of our unique communities.
All human beings are all human beings, and we need to recognize and see each other.
Highlighting some of the issues they face and the people making a difference around them.
There's always more and more people every single day who have different situations, different hardships, and I just really want to help all those people.
To our hour-long show, Commitment to Community. I'm Sheba Turk.
And I'm Jamie Yukis. Here at CBS LA, we are dedicated to bringing you stories of hope and healing.
And we start with a look back at the deadly January wildfires, which destroyed much of Pacific Palisades and Altadena.
Many victims are still dealing with the aftermath.
We've also seen stories of resilience in the face of tragedy. Our Pat Harvey reconnected with one couple she met 12 years ago after they lost their son.
They also lost their home in the Eaton fire, but are determined to rebuild after finding something priceless in the rubble.
I didn't have time. We had like 30 minutes.
Minutes that felt like seconds for Susan and her husband, Daryl Carr, to pack up a lifetime of memories.
But I was frozen.
The evacuation warning coming as winds and smoke swirled through the night sky.
You don't know, because you think you're gonna come back.
The Carrs, forced to make tough choices in those chaotic moments, they managed to gather some of their son's artwork, but many of their family heirlooms were left behind.
I was the family archivist, so I had everything from my siblings and my parents and everything.
But soon, the house where they raised their only son would be gone, devoured by flames.
The house that Justin built, pretty much. He wanted to be an architect, so the colors from our house, he picked. And every piece of our house was Justin.
Justin Carr, a talented artist.
And my baby, this is from his hands.
A promising actor and poet.
I'm an only child, not one of three, just me.
And a swimmer.
He said it makes him feel free.
Justin Carr lost his life almost 12 years ago at the age of 16, doing what he loved most, swimming.
Everything that I feared came true.
We were there for their first tragedy. Justin suffered from cardiomyopathy, a weakening of the heart muscle that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest. The heartbreaking loss giving the Carrs purpose, launching the Justin Carr Wants World Peace Foundation to teach others about the dangers of heart disease, providing scholarships, and most importantly, keeping Justin's memory alive.
We have our life. We save lives. But that life of Justin was all that we had left in that house.
Oh my good Lord.
With the recent loss of their home, the Carrs feel as if they've now lost Justin twice.
Extremely devastating to see my home. You know, I like to think I'm this real tough guy, but I cried like a baby. But then when I looked over and saw the gate still standing, I said, all right. It just gave me a spark.
Among the few things left standing in the rubble, the wrought iron gate the Carrs erected to commemorate Justin's life.
So when I came home and saw that gate, it just did something to me. I said, okay, I've been knocked down before, but it's hard to keep me down. Well, Justin helped me get up on this one.
And you see the gate that still has that message of hope. So
Justin wants world peace.
World peace.
The slogan meaningful, because when Justin was just 4 years old, he surprised his parents by praying for world peace. But the fence wasn't the only thing they found.
Oh, this thing, look at this. So I remember walking up this way, and over in the corner there was a blue butterfly that was one of the ornamental butterflies, and it was unscathed.
Ah.
So a burned area, and then this blue turquoise butterfly, you know, Justin was the butterfly swimmer. So that was there, so it kind of calmed my heart.
Symbols now giving the Carrs hope that not all is lost.
Everybody says only Justin's leaving these messages. Seeing the butterfly, the gate, that's only Justin saying, Mom, I got you, you know? Dad, I have you.
Giving the Carrs the strength they need for the long road of rebuilding ahead.
You know, when I've been knocked down many times, I said, you can't keep me down, get back up. Taught that to Justin. You know what your purpose is in life. Get back up and start marching again.
But knowing that wherever they are, Justin will be with them.
What keeps me going is that people who care, and they're not just there, they've been there for the long run. Like you, I'm like, third time's a charm, really, Pat?
Oh.
That now you're coming back and I don't have a house?
Oh.
But before,
Well, I'll come back a fourth time too, but it's going to be something, it's not going to be something tragic.
Oh, the family's been through so much.
So much. I love that little beautiful reminder, though, that their son is always with them.
Yes, absolutely.
Unlocking community strength in a creative way.
After the Eaton fire, a group of artists started collecting and preserving keys for a memorial. They say the thousands of keys of destroyed properties could send a powerful message of unity. They've called on neighbors and businesses to turn over their keys, hoping to eventually make something that honors the massive losses in Altadena's history.
It's a long-term project.
Visualizing it just gets me choked up. There's nothing.
And that's a sad realization. There's some people that won't be able to come back.
They're leaving their mark.
What a cool idea. You can go to the Keychain Project's website to find the current drop-off locations.
Well, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but some special paintings have left some speechless. When Ashley Miller's parents lost their Pacific Palisades home, she turned her grief into action, starting an Instagram page that has brought together artists from all over the world to paint free portraits of homes lost for victims.
It was just tears. It was as if I was standing in front of it. The artist that painted it somehow managed to present it in a way that embodied what it was like when I was growing up and what it was like when we last saw it.
Well, artists we spoke to say offering their talents to this cause has given them a new purpose.
It's something different than a photograph. Like, we're highlighting different aspects that we think might have been meaningful to them, or that we find, bring the house character.
A year from now, if a family says, okay, we're just now ready for this, we're still hoping to be able to honor that.
How beautiful. Hundreds of portraits have been completed through the Homes in Memoriam initiative.
Chicken soup for the soul, one stitch at a time. And Inglewood Yarn Shop's emotional support chickens are taking flight around the world. Aren't they cute? Joy Benedict shows us how the old art form is bringing people together and transforming into more than just a creative outlet.
this is the neck and it works downward.
Through a cast or a cable, the click of the needle is quiet among the chatter inside this shop.
You go from one sleeve to the other.
As Jacqueline Camacho puts her hands to work as she's done for decades, knitting.
It's one of the things I love to do the most.
But on Sundays, you'll find her here at the Knitting Tree LA for the weekly potluck, as a traditional activity of one becomes a flurry of fiber-fusing fingers, all creating at once.
I love the social commodity of it. Also, you learn when you come out, you get inspiration from others.
The art form may be as old as time, but the reason to cast on is changing.
It's common.
My husband says it's a good stress reliever, which is why he encourages it.
Mental health in every pearl.
It keeps me sane. You know, there's t-shirts that say I knit so I don't kill people.
Annette Corsino opened the shop more than a decade ago.
Oh, you found some.
But what recently put her on the international yarn map is a pattern for mental health. But it is a little foul.
What do you do with an emotional support chicken?
You hug it, duh.
Her emotional support chickens are taking flight to knitting circles all over the world.
Oh, this is Chikira. She's one of our newest ones. Chikira. She didn't know that she could collect like this.
From Britt Henry Spears, Glenn Hinda, or even Beyonce, there seems to be a pattern for everyone.
The pattern has been translated into 5 languages.
So in the last year and a half, the Knitting Tree has actually sold more than 30,000 patterns for its emotional support chickens to 60 countries around the world. And as for kits, they've sold more than 5,000.
We have no mysterious warehouse in the sky. We don't have that. Each ball of yarn is rolled up by our employees.
All packaged to perfection. All you need is stuffing.
I know, it's cuckoo.
Just crazy enough to get the attention of the young and young at heart.
I absolutely love the chickens, especially the one with the bow tie.
Giving knitters an outlet they need and an outcome to hold in a world where we all could use a little mending.
We're so sad for her.
Joy Benedict, CBS LA.
They are really special. An 11-year-old boy in Moore Park is on a mission to help the unhoused in his community get back on their feet.
I want the people to have the chance to live a life that they deserve.
And that's what inspired Devin Oviedo to start his nonprofit, Packs of Love. He uses money from fundraisers to buy essential items and backpacks. Then, with the help of law enforcement and homeless advocacy groups, Devin's backpacks are handed out to those in need. Each bracelet also has a note written by him and his mom.
You are loved. This backpack is a gift for you, filled with care, hope, and the reminder that you are worthy.
And Devin hopes that when they read his note, they realize someone is thinking about them.
What a sweet young man.
I know.
So wonderful to see him doing something like that for the community.
A big heart at such a young age.
How about sourdough for a sweet cause?
I'm here for it. An Inland Empire woman's micro bakery in her home has grown so popular, people drive hours for one of her loaves. As Lori Perez shows us, the secret ingredient is helping those who can't help themselves.
I used to laugh all the time. I would try to bake cupcakes. I would try to bake cakes. Never turned out.
Inez Rodriguez claims she's no expert baker, but 14,000 people following her on social media beg to differ.
So this is our baby here. We named it Tabitha.
Out of a licensed micro bakery in her family's San Bernardino home, she's selling 400 loaves of sourdough bread a week. Pre-orders sell out in minutes. She Rose Company has built a cult-like following of foodie customers.
So they've come from San Clemente, Oceanside, the high desert. We've had them come from actually like 2.5-hour drives.
Sure, it's the subtle tartness of the sourdough she and her husband spend days feeding and fermenting, but she believes their success is driven by something even greater.
My brother actually 11 years ago started struggling with his mental health. He developed mental illness. He was my older brother. I had to really educate myself on mental health, mental illness, what it was, so that I could advocate for him.
Rodriguez started serving meals in a local park, yearning to help people living on the street, who then included her older brother. She founded a nonprofit, which is 100% family funded. So now, with every loaf she sells, she's not only feeding the person who bought it, but using most of the profits to feed people in need, about 175 people a month. It's the reason she named her micro bakery She Rose.
Regardless of what we've gone through or what we experience, we rise.
Rodriguez is humble about the viral praise of her baking.
Have your cupcakes done any better? No, I'm staying away from the cupcakes.
But she does admit she's putting something special in her sourdough.
It's more than just bread. It's really just spreading love and positivity out into the world. My brother is doing a lot better. He's no longer in the streets. He's making a lot of progress.
I'm Lori Perez, CBS LA.
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't need another reason to eat bread, but that's a good one.
It is.
Yeah.
Showing gratitude by getting his hands a little dirty.
How one man is showing his love for LA.
I am a student of fire, and I am excited to get up every day to help the people of my communities.
Plus, fighting fires and stigmas, the new training program offering women a fresh start.
People want to get together. Businesses are struggling. Let's get together.
I love that. Breaking bread to rebuild a community. The dinner parties, uplifting a neighborhood and its businesses.
Immigration raids have been hitting a nerve with people living in the harbor area, especially among the Japanese American community.
That's right. As Rena Nakano explains, they see the present-day sweeps as a painful reminder of the past.
When Terry Hara visits Terminal Island, he sees more than cranes and shipping containers. He feels his roots.
My dad would stop by a friend's place to pick up fish.
In the early 1900s, Terminal Island was a booming fishing town. Immigrant Japanese fishermen brought over a revolutionary technique that exploded LA's tuna industry. The men would fish, the wives would can.
When it turned white, it looked like chicken. That's where they came up with the word chicken of the sea.
Hara's grandfather, Otoji, was one of around 3,000 Japanese and Japanese Americans who lived in the island's company housing.
It was one big happy family. They had cafes, restaurants, grocery stores. It was all there until December 7th, 1941.
After the Pearl Harbor bombings, Terminal Island's fishermen were the first in the LA region to be detained without due process.
They didn't know initially where their husbands or fathers had been taken.
Emily Anderson is a curator at the Japanese American National Museum in Little Tokyo.
This is an alien registration card.
At the time, the U.S. government forced curfews and movement restrictions on Japanese immigrants. But when their American-born children were also racially profiled, Anderson says local groups created these red citizen badges.
If I let people know that I'm a citizen, surely they'll treat me like a citizen and not discriminate against me.
It didn't work. Within months, 120,000 people of Japanese ancestry, most who were American citizens, were imprisoned in internment camps. The U.S. government immediately bulldozed the once thriving Japanese fishing village on Terminal Island. But in 1988, President Reagan apologized for the country's injustice toward Japanese Americans.
Right now, it feels like that lesson that was learned has been entirely forgotten.
Government agents detaining working immigrants, separating families, some who are American citizens.
My homie was born here.
To many Japanese Americans, the current ICE operations feel all too familiar.
Many of the original Terminal Islanders would be shaking their head and saying that they can't believe it's occurring again.
Even after the war, Asian immigrants were not given a road to U.S. citizenship until 1952. Hara's grandfather, Otoji, naturalized in 1955, but died a year later.
These two buildings on the corner of Tuna and Cannery Streets were the only buildings that were not demolished from the Japanese fishing village. Hara is now working with the city of LA to get them designated as cultural historical monuments.
Hara hopes to resurrect part of a town that he's never seen.
In memory of Otoji.
To relearn the legacy of his ancestors' American dream. On Terminal Island,
Marina Nakano, CBS LA.
After facing tough times, an immigrant from Ecuador found purpose cleaning up LA's streets. He told Jasmine Veal the 2 reasons he decided to turn his passion into a nonprofit.
Heavy-duty gloves.
On this stretch of road near downtown LA.
Let's go.
You'll find one man doing the dirty work that few others want to touch.
This plastic, you see? It's been here for a long time. Look.
It all started when Juan Naula, an immigrant from Ecuador, moved to LA from Virginia last year and found himself out of work and money.
It was a really sad month. Cleaning, it was for me a therapy.
Cleaning was his therapy and where he found purpose.
I cannot see this beautiful place full of trash.
So what started as picking up trash for his own peace of mind.
You see this? Oh my gosh.
Has now grown into a nonprofit he calls Clean LA With Me.
7 days a week. 7 days a week.
You are cleaning the streets of LA.
Streets, parks, alleys, whatever I see trash.
He has started trash cleanup groups on the weekend. Day after day, he relies on donations to keep doing what he loves, transforming some of the city's dirtiest corners into something better, like Myers Street along the LA River.
And this is the trash, we have it here.
He says his dream, though, is to bring his wife and 7-month-old son to LA from Ecuador.
When I talk about my son, it breaks me down because he has a lot of problems. And but cleaning LA with me, it really helps me a lot to keep going.
And he's faced criticism as some question the impact when trash piles back up the very next day.
I don't care if it gets started tomorrow. At least I'm doing my part. If I have to come back 100 times to clean this spot, I will come back and clean 100 times.
Since last November, Juan tells me he has filled about 2,500 of these trash bags.
I want to make a change.
Juan keeps filling bag after bag, showing that even in a city overwhelmed by trash and challenges, hope can come from a single pair of hands. Jasmine Veal, CBS LA.
Brewing support for the silent battles many of our firefighters faced. Retired LA County Fire Captain Rick Brandelli just launched Fireman's Brew Coffee. Every purchase supports the Giving Back program, which provides aid to firefighters in need, from medical assistance and mental health services to emergency financial support.
Fireman's Brew is
By firefighters, for firefighters. It is more than just a cup of coffee. It is a way for us to bond, conversation starter. As simple as, how are you doing, could save a life. Doing the coffee is kind of a call to action, trying to give back to the job that's been so good to me.
Fireman's Brew is available online, and our firefighters have such tough jobs, they need all the support they can get.
Absolutely, and I'm just thinking as a morning show, we better stock up on it.
I was just about to say, I don't drink coffee, but I'll drink it for them.
There you go. Shattering stigmas and serving on the front lines.
LA County has launched a new firefighting training program for formerly incarcerated women and those transitioning out of foster care.
Cara Finstrom introduces us to the county's first all-female cohort.
Here in Calabasas, we got to meet a group of 18 women who are shattering stereotypes in more ways than one.
My captain said that there's only 5% women firefighters. If you're strong and got the courage and the guts to get out there and do what these men do, do it.
Tiffany Flint is learning to firefight through a new LA County program that's helping women battling overwhelming stigmas.
I had accepted the fact that I was going to die a junkie in the streets.
Flint began using drugs at age 12 and ended up behind bars. The Justice, Care, and Opportunities Department is now offering months of high-level fire training as well as life skills and addiction counseling to women who've served time or are transitioning out of the foster system.
Help me out, man.
Flint says she's starting over at age 35.
Taking me under their wing, just believed in me. I never had that before.
They're going to get all this training and to be ahead of the curve, to be able to start out and jump in and just fit in.
Flint's captain says most cadets who successfully complete the program will leave with well-paying jobs.
I got my 40-pound vest, dude.
Flint never considered firefighting until volunteering at a fire camp while in prison. While working to reduce her sentence, she discovered her new passion.
There's no stopping me. I am a student of fire, and I am excited to get up every day to help the people of my communities.
Moving, last one, got it. Inmates working at a nearby fire camp came to these inaugural ceremonies to cheer on the program's first class of all women cadets. The retired judge who oversees it says she's spent a lot of time with inmates, and most want change.
They're like, well, what's next? And they want to have purpose. They want to be able to give back to community. They want to have an opportunity to be responsible, provide for their families.
The county stresses earning firefighting certifications is not easy. Only about half of the county's last class of men graduated. One returned to talk about his new CAL FIRE career.
I take this uniform so serious. You know what I mean? This is like a responsibility like no other.
Grandma, I love your hair. Flint says this training is empowering her to not only live a better life,
I'm proud of her too.
but to help others do so too.
People need help. I'm not afraid. You know, I'm strong. I'm good at manual labor. I've taken from my community so much for so long, and it's time to give back.
Cara Finstrom, CBS LA.
Driving this bus all day. Full-time work for part-time pay.
Ooh, so smooth. This Oxnard man is cruising towards stardom. Johnny Flores is a dedicated bus driver for the Oxnard Union High School District. He's been on the job since 2011, following in his dad's footsteps. But as you heard, his other passion is singing. Many kids who ride on Flores' bus had no idea he's actually signed to a record label.
After I saw his video, I was like, damn, I didn't know he could do that. He drives the bus and he goes and he picks up the trash at school. And I think that, and I really appreciate my bus driver.
I used to really want to make it. So once I let that go and I just decided to just feel it and have a good time, that's when things started happening. That's when I got noticed by the record label. That's when I started recording.
He looks so snazzy too. Flores is grateful his job gives him freedom to pursue his music. And whatever happens next, he says he's just along for the ride.
Oh, I love that. I love this too. Art that brings photographs to life using bold colors and dynamic fabrics. Artist Bisa Butler had her first solo exhibition in Los Angeles this year with a message she feels the world needs right now. I caught up with her as she put her finishing touches on her project.
Artist Bisa Butler's portraits have been found on the walls of prestigious art museums, including several Smithsonian's and on the cover of Time magazine. And they're all made out of fabric, each one telling a powerful story. So this is your first solo exhibition in Los Angeles. What does that feel like?
It feels amazing.
And welcome to LA.
Thank you.
When the New Jersey native started working on this show, the January wildfires were still burning, and she was thinking about the people dealing with so much loss.
My heart felt so heavy for them. I wanted to give love.
That's why her exhibition at the Jeffrey Deitch Gallery is titled Hold Me Close.
I've been talking to people and we're all feeling a little uncertain. What is coming next? What is the future? And Hold Me Close is a reaction to that.
It's a theme evident throughout Butler's art. Tell me about this one.
This piece I call Les Amoureux du Kinshasa.
And what does that mean?
And the lovers in Kinshasa.
Her work explores love in all forms.
Is it self-love? Is it your love of God and your spirituality? Is it the love of your family? Is it the love of your community?
Images of two girls often appear in Butler's work, echoing her bond with her sister and each of their two daughters. This photo is by the famed photographer Gordon Parks. Butler's process always begins with a photo that moves her. She usually works with older images. As a young girl, she was obsessed with her grandmother's photo albums.
I'm a person who's really interested in the past. I've always been curious about who are these people in these photos.
After getting permission to use each photo, she blows up a black and white version of it, draws on it with a Sharpie to make a pattern, and then she gets to stitching.
It takes me a long time to pick the fabric because I'm trying to tell a certain story.
Each piece of fabric tells its own story. Butler taught high school art until 2018, and she still draws inspiration from that time.
I put the hearts because I also want my work to speak to the fact that even when you have a life of struggle, you have love. And with small children, this is what I want for them.
Butler says she gets fabric everywhere.
First of all, I have a problem. So
there's just fabric everywhere in your life? Because I can imagine.
I'm ordering fabrics from Nigeria, from Ghana.
Wow. Which is a nod to her own roots.
On one hand, I'm the daughter of formerly enslaved people who were freed hundreds of years ago in New Orleans. But then on the other hand, I'm also the daughter of an African man from Ghana.
Most of the works in this series have a base of black fabric.
I wanted them to not just be Black people who are in love, but made from the color black.
Butler's portraits explore Black identity, but her message, while conveyed in the boldest of hues, actually transcends color. Just like the subjects in her art, she's hoping we'll all hold each other close, despite our differences.
All Black people need to recognize that you're one people, that the diaspora is all of you. And then I'm also saying all human beings are all human beings, and we need to recognize and see each other.
I'm so obsessed with her art. Her next project at the Smithsonian in a couple of years.
You're kidding.
No, she's so epic.
Beautiful.
All right, a lemonade stand that's standing for more than just a tardy treat.
How one Orange County teen is using the money raised to give the gift of mobility.
Me being in this position, it allows students to become more comfortable with overall using their voice.
Plus, a student government trailblazer, the history-making position at Inglewood Unified.
And the man running the good race to make his South LA neighborhood healthier and safer. There can be new threats to mental health, so it's important to have safe spaces and groups that help people.
Oh, absolutely. Juan Fernandez visited the Pasadena Senior Center, which is on a mission to combat social isolation.
We lost everything in the fire. We lost cars, the house, and our personal belongings, and my mother's things that meant a lot to us.
Until January 8th, Mary lived in her Altadena home of almost 50 years. Pedro and Mercedes Matus also raised a family there.
Our home was burned completely, right down to ashes and everything, and we didn't have time to save or salvage anything.
Instead of enjoying the fruits of their lifelong labor, Pedro, Mercedes, and Mary had their lives and homes completely upended.
This for us was a real shock.
I had about 75 people who come to the Senior Center on a regular basis who lost their homes.
Akila Gibbs is executive director of the Pasadena Senior Center. The Eaton Canyon fire, which burned so much of nearby Altadena, intensified an already dire situation. loneliness among seniors.
As we age, our life gets smaller. Your kids are busy living their lives. You know, many neighbors have moved away, friends have passed on. Social isolation is one of the #1 reasons we exist.
The Pasadena Senior Center opened its doors in 1960.
It gets people out of their house and doing something and meeting new people and learning new things.
El músico.
Members can plan their day around their favorite classes and activities.
La mano.
My beginning Spanish and the strengthening class.
How vital was the Senior Center for you after the fires?
They were just here for me in every way.
It was so much love and hugs and everything that there's no way you could feel negative.
Mary joined PSC several years ago. She helps with lunch service and shows new members the ropes.
A lot of things to do. Movies on Friday at 1 o'clock. Birthday dinners every month. Trips.
Mary was recruited as a volunteer, as are many PSC newbies.
This happens so often because people have negative views about senior centers, that you're just sitting here in a corner isolated and everybody you see is on a walker. They don't want that. They don't want to be reminded of that. So they come here and they volunteer.
Keela says inevitably, after a few weeks,
they go, I don't have time to volunteer. I want to take that Zumba Gold class.
The fitness program is truly remarkable. Age doesn't seem to be a barrier to this track champion, this disc golfer, or this myth-destroying pole vaulter.
As you age, so many people tell you what you shouldn't do, what you can't do.
But here folks discover what they can do, like to do.
And throw away the shackles of ageism.
Being at the Pasadena Senior Center,
it brings joy.
What makes me proud is that it changes lives. I have seen people blossom and really, they've come alive. Their lives have changed substantially coming here.
What a heartwarming program. Well, instead of just focusing on rebuilding their homes, many fire victims have also looked for ways to rebuild their community. Brooke Lohman-Jans and her husband Michael lost the Altadena home they were renting, but didn't want to leave the area they loved so much. So they bought a burnt-out lot and moved into a trailer, hoping to rebuild one day. After throwing a lot-warming party, they realized their neighbors were hungry for a connection. They then launched the Altadena Dining Club to bring people together and support local businesses.
People want to get together. Businesses are struggling. Let's get together at those businesses.
It's unbelievable. Without group support, we probably wouldn't be where we are now.
How wonderful. So since June, the Altadena Dining Club has held more than a dozen gatherings, and it's doubled in size.
This is a genius idea, and community is so important. Bowling, painting, golfing, playing the ukulele, and inspiring others to live life to the fullest. One 103-year-old LA woman is making sure her golden years are shining bright.
What a heartwarming program. Well, instead of just focusing on rebuilding their homes, many fire victims have also looked for ways to rebuild their community. Brooke Lohman-Jans and her husband Michael lost the Altadena home they were renting, but didn't want to leave the area they loved so much. So they bought a burnt-out lot and moved into a trailer, hoping to rebuild one day. After throwing a lot-warming party, they realized their neighbors were hungry for a connection. They then launched the Altadena Dining Club to bring people together and support local businesses.
People want to get together. Businesses are struggling. Let's get together at those businesses.
It's unbelievable. Without group support, we probably wouldn't be where we are now.
How wonderful. So since June, the Altadena Dining Club has held more than a dozen gatherings, and it's doubled in size.
This is a genius idea, and community is so important. Bowling, painting, golfing, playing the ukulele, and inspiring others to live life to the fullest. One 103-year-old LA woman is making sure her golden years are shining bright.
I don't feel like I'm 103. I just got good health. I just keep on plugging along.
And you don't look at either, girl. Frances Wong is the most senior member of the San Gabriel Valley Nikkei Senior Bowling League, but she holds her own. And on the day she's not bowling, she's booked and busy with other activities. Wong was born in downtown LA in 1922 and moved in with her son in 2022, who she also keeps very busy.
Always on the go. She's just free. I think that's the reason why she lives so long.
Yeah, I'm busy every day. I try to get up every day and do something worthwhile. I don't like to sit around. I like to keep moving.
She's adorable. And Wong's advice for others, no stress, just go on living and be happy.
What a wonderful message. And to keep moving, just keep moving.
Oh, look at her bowling. She looks great.
Perfect.
All right, we're going to follow her example. All right, another athlete is turning heads, this time at the University of Laverne.
That's right. He has an incredible 91-mile-an-hour fastball, but an unusual pitching motion.
Come down, pull my glove on, and then
So put it right back on the hand that you threw it with.
Yeah, so there.
Boom,
Boom.
flip, and catch.
Yep.
Whoa. Justin McFadden is making a name for himself and his team. The 23-year-old was born with no left hand, as you saw in that video, and a condition that affects 1 in 50,000 babies is what he has. And despite that, McFadden always had a deep love for the game of baseball. His biggest inspiration, MLB pitcher Jim Abbott, who was born without his right hand.
One day, hopefully, I can be in the major leagues. Definitely for the next generation of kids that are born different. I want them to know that not only can I do it, they can do it. Anything's possible.
Anything is possible. For now, he's a starting pitcher for the strongest team in the school's history. How cool is that?
Wow, you know what? Truly no limits. You can do whatever you can put your mind to.
There you go. And history made at the Inglewood Unified School District. Student voices are taking center stage through a new position.
Luz Delia Caballero spoke with a high school senior who's the district's first ever student board member.
This is a monumental time in the history of our school district. I, Amaya Hazard, do solemnly swear.
I, Amaya Hazard, do solemnly swear.
It's a day that'll go down in Inglewood history.
It is my great honor to present student board member Amaya Hazard.
At just 16 years old, Amaya Hazard is making waves as the first student to ever sit on the board of the Inglewood Unified School District.
It definitely is a little scary as I can't learn from someone before me, but as I do see other board members from different districts, it does help me kind of figure out what my goal is and really just make a difference and an impact on these students.
A senior at Inglewood High School, Hazard has already made a name for herself as a student advocate, peer mentor, and now a trailblazer in student governance.
I believe that me being in this position, it allows students to become more comfortable with overall using their voice.
Hazard's swearing in marks an exciting change for the district, one that signals a deeper commitment to student empowerment and inclusive decision making.
History is being made, and I'm part of it.
Margaret Evans, IUSD's board president, says Hazard's role will allow them to make better policies to benefit students.
And she will be able to hear what students are thinking, what they need, what they would like to see in our school district. So she will be the voice, and we are so excited to have her.
This really is a symbol that student voice will be at the center of every decision we make at this level.
IUSD County Administrator James Morris says Hazard will be tasked with attending board meetings, contributing to discussions, and advocating on behalf of thousands of students within the district.
The student board member will be elected annually, will be a high school senior who will serve in that role for 1 year.
District leaders say with her vision, drive, and dedication, Hazard is not only changing her district, she's inspiring a new generation of student leaders.
She's a go-getter, and I'm just happy to have her.
Are you ready to continue making a difference?
I am, and just make overall change within all the schools of the district.
In Inglewood,
this is just the beginning.
Luz Delia Caballero, CBS, LA.
I can't wait to see what they do next.
I know. I love to see students getting more involved, though.
Exactly. When life gives you lemons, turn them into the gift of mobility.
That's one Orange County girl's mission.
Most parts water, a little bit of lemon, a little bit of sugar.
Brinkley McLinsky is serving more than just lemonade. She's using the money earned from her stand to send wheelchairs to those in need in third world countries. Yeah, the 13-year-old was the youngest ambassador for the nonprofit Free Wheelchair Mission. She's been doing this with her mom since she was a baby. The nonprofit even flew out one of the women she helped so that they could meet.
Crawling on the ground or having to have people carry them to school. They can't hang out with their friends. Some can't even leave their house. To also meet one of those people was like really inspirational to help me keep going with this.
Wow. Brinkley now has a new goal, raise $50,000 to send 500 wheelchairs to Ecuador. It's amazing that she's thinking of people across the world who need her help.
And it just started with lemonade.
There you go. All right, well, when it comes to fitness and health, people rarely think of South LA.
But one college grad is on pace to change that with his group Barrio Athletics.
Yeah, Rena Nakano laced up her shoes and joined them on their run.
When you see a large crowd at an intersection in South LA,
you really think, oh, are they doing a takeover, or did someone get murdered?
24-year-old Henry Gallardo hates that his hometown has that reputation. To him, it's so much more. It's where his immigrant parents from Guatemala met. He found his love for running and studied hard to get into UCLA. But after graduation, he struggled to find his passion.
I was in a rock band, actually. I sold smash burgers. I was even a rapper at one point. I tried many things.
To clear his mind, he went for a run. He recorded and posted it. To his surprise, it hit 1 million views.
Running down the stove. This video did good because it's just someone running in South Central LA. I think people want more of this.
One of those viewers was Abigail Garcia, who loved the idea but didn't feel safe to run alone.
I want to be active and I want to be able to go on my own runs, but it is definitely scary.
So 6 months ago, Gallardo set up the first South LA run meetup. He called it Barrio Athletics.
40 people showed up. I think the next one, 100 people showed up, and now 300 people show up every time.
The meetup always begins with a group stretch.
10, 11, 12.
Everyone from babies to seniors lace up. Then they run proudly through the community that made them who they are.
Definitely not the treadmill.
Yeah, definitely not the treadmill. And here you get to like jump over fire hydrants. You get to, you know, maybe there's a bed, you jump over the bed. Like it's like a video game, you know.
The run event always has a food partner.
Breaking bread is a really important part of Barrio Athletics.
Familiar streets, familiar food with familiar people. Luis Moran's family has sold tortas in the neighborhood for 30 years.
Any sport or any physical activity that's related to the hood, right, that we could do for free, I really rock with that.
LA County public health stats show South LA's population is mostly Latino, the group with the highest diabetes rate. Gallardo hopes to change that through Barrio Athletics.
You guys ready? Let's go, let's go!
His brand now includes an athletic clothing line, with some of the proceeds supporting youth track athletes. The logo, the iconic neighborhood gates. The slogan, his mother's favorite saying.
Here it says, Ponte las pilas, is basically, you got it, keep it going.
What started as a solo run is now a community fitness movement. Gallardo hopes to one day expand globally, but says he'll never forget his roots.
I'm just a kid from South Central LA, here to remind you that anything is possible.
In South LA,
Ponte las pilas!
Rena Nakano, CBS LA.
What an inspiration.
Absolutely amazing.
A gentle giant with a giant heart.
How he's helping steer a movement of kindness among kids.
It's a really special place, and there's not a lot of places like this anymore.
I spent too much money there, but I want to spend more.
Plus, the iconic Tarzana guitar shop that pulls on the heartstrings of celebrities and locals.
A lot of people come out and just want to see kids do something different.
I love these two. The pair of Long Beach twins relishing their hot dog stand that's now gone viral.
All of the rock legends shop at Norm's, including guitarist Eddie Van Halen.
Whoa, just about every major guitar player has gone through one world-famous shop in Tarzana. And for the owner, this was Plan B.
Isn't that crazy? Luz Delia Caballero introduces us to the man behind Norman's Rare Guitars.
We're inside Norman's Rare Guitars, a world-famous shop started by a visionary that had a passion for buying classics.
This has turned into something that we never expected.
And this is Norman Harris, the star of the show, second to these, of course.
We're kind of blown away by it.
He's a talented musician that turned to his plan B when he started a family with his beautiful wife, Marlene.
Musicians, you never know when your next meal's coming, so wanted to be able to provide for my family better, so I opened the store to do that.
And the rest is history. He began buying and selling these timeless pieces, and pretty soon he became the go-to guy for obtaining classic guitars.
And through word of mouth, people were starting to realize that I had some cool stuff that was not available in the regular stores.
All of the rock legends shop at Norm's, including guitarist Eddie Van Halen.
Famous or not, people flock to this place to jam, buy guitars, or just for the experience.
All the dreams of all the different guitars that have created all the music that we've loved for the last 100 years.
This is crazy rare.
Recently, filmmaker Devin Dillmore
This is Everly Brothers guitar.
directed, edited, and co-produced a documentary on Netflix with Harris's daughter Sarah Edwards and executive producer Kiefer Sutherland to memorialize Harris's achievements.
It's a really special place, and there's not a lot of places like this anymore.
I spent too much money there, but I want to spend more.
Norman can give them a guitar that can spark a whole new song. That song could be #1 on the charts by the next week.
Are you an average collector? I'd like to think a little better than average.
It was a labor of love, and it shows the real story of our family.
A story that's filled with success and some hardships.
I had a very rare form of cancer. It was called appendiceal neoplasm.
A journey he shared with his loyal following on social media and his community, a community that supported him every step of the way.
I love these people so much. Sorry for doing what they did.
In our time inside, it was clear this place brings people together and is full of love.
These are things that mean something to people in their lives, and I'm just really glad that we're able to facilitate that.
The world needed to know about this place, and hopefully a lot of people get to come here and experience it for the first time.
Nobody deserves the amount of love and luck that I've had, and I just wanted to do something to try to share that.
In Tarzana, Lustelia Caballero.
CBS, LA.
Makes me want to start playing an instrument.
I actually have a guitar.
What?
I want to be a rocker. I've never picked it up. This story's going to make me do it.
Okay. Well, 3,000 pounds of love and acceptance. A giant steer has inspired a book series, an anti-bullying movement that's helping out a rescue in Riverside County.
You have to see this photograph of little Mabel and Wapo, and they were actually spooning. He's a rescued animal. He's getting along really well with our pot-bellied pig. I'm thinking this story could be in the hands of children.
How cute! Oh. It's exactly what happened, too. Award-winning children's author Janet Zapala brought the book of Guapo to life when he was rescued. He was extremely malnourished. Well, look at him now! Oh. He's the star of 3 books and an ambassador for kindness. And Zapala using proceeds from the books to help the Coachella Valley Horse Rescue as well.
So the first one, Wapo's Giant Heart, is about the fact that Wapo was adopted, that he grew to be so huge, and that he has this giant heart, and that he actually has a white heart-shaped patch on his forehead.
Our main goal is to rescue and rehabilitate horses, and these books have been so valuable to us. Janet was a volunteer here, and we use it to actually function.
Okay, get this. Wapo's handlers believe he's the largest steer in the world.
What?
But still as gentle as can be. A gentle giant.
I'm obsessed with Guapo and his pig friend.
So
That's
cute.
the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay, after providing much needed support to first responders during the LA fires, a local canine cop is up for a national award.
Ask him, shake hands.
Shake hands. Oh, thank you.
Oh, guys,
Good buddy.
meet Rudy the Poodle. The 6-year-old therapy pup has worked with the LAPD and LA County Sheriff's Department. During the January fires, he spent countless hours at emergency command and evacuation centers to comfort first responders and others. And now he's a semifinalist for the American Humane Society's Hero Dog Award.
They see a lot of death and they see a lot of injury. It's part of their job, but it doesn't mean that it doesn't stress them out. I don't want to think about this for a moment. I want to pet that dog, okay? Here's Rudy.
I love Rudy. The winner will be announced in January, but with or without the title, Rudy's owner says he's proud of Rudy for being a hero, helping heroes. You know what? You got our vote, Rudy.
Absolutely. And don't we love dogs?
We do. From hero dogs to hot dogs, most teen boys spend their spare time playing video games or they hang out with their friends.
But a set of twins in Long Beach started a business that is truly sizzling. I got to sit down with them to see what's cooking.
At this gas station parking lot in Long Beach, the crowd isn't lining up for lotto tickets. They're here for LA-style bacon-wrapped hot dogs.
What do you think has really driven people wanting these hot dogs?
A lot of people come out and just want to see kids do something different, which we are so grateful for. But a lot of people like the Bacon Wrap hot dogs.
Considering they're only selling the Glizzy Street dogs for $5, these 15-year-old twin brothers, Chaz and Chase Clemens, have been playing catch up.
We sold out. Unfortunately, every single day we have to cut off the line.
The boys say the prep is a lot of work.
We wrap them in bacon with our hands.
All by ourselves.
Yeah, we also season our vegetables with our special blend of seasonings.
See if I can figure it out. Paprika?
I'm surprised you figured it out. That's crazy.
While I may have figured out one of their secret spices.
Have you ever had barbecue sauce on a hot dog before?
I don't think I have.
You gotta try it.
All right, let's go for this bad boy.
Their recipe for success
Oh, that's good.
really comes from family, which runs the gas station where the stand's located.
Our brother always told us that once you get an idea, run the numbers. So we calculated it, and we thought $5 was a good pricing point.
This summer, me and my twin brothers decided that we're going
They
to
posted their first video to social media late one night.
Instead of doing nothing at home, we want to make some money and try to do something big.
By their next shift, a crowd had formed.
After we posted the next day, it was a line.
The line is made up of neighbors and tourists from across SoCal and the country.
Man, I just paid for everybody in this line.
Kim Stinson's first stop after driving in from the Bay Area, Glizzy Street.
Twins doing what they do. I have to come support the community.
The name Glizzy Street is a nod to Gen Z.
So tell me about the name.
Glizzy, when I ask people, older people, they don't know what glizzy means.
What's an older person?
The age of 20 and up.
20 and up?
I don't know.
Older person. Okay.
No, I'm not an old person.
I am definitely in that category. So explain to me what glizzy is.
Glizzy is basically a hot dog, which is just a hot dog.
Some older people may find the name controversial. It was once used to refer to a Glock pistol. But as the twins' brother and business mentor, Jay, explains, kids only think of it as a hot dog.
I think it did have some bad connotation to it, but why not take something bad and turn it good?
In this close family, Jay is one of 8 siblings who show up to help the boys.
They were born premature. The pregnancy led to my mom's passing, unfortunately, but they never met her, but all the other siblings, we came in. My dad worked nonstop to help raise them, so they were loved from every single direction and every angle.
What do you think your mom would think about all this?
She would be absolutely the biggest fan. She would be screaming if she was here.
You know, a lot of kids your age, if they had a successful business, they'd kind of like let school maybe fall to the wayside and just focus on the business. That's not the case for you guys.
No, not at all. We have to keep our grades up. We have to keep like a 3.5 or up.
The two want to keep their entrepreneurial spirit alive after they leave school.
Thank you. $5, right?
And keep the prices affordable.
We also want to keep doing carts, but we want to have exclusive contracts with stadiums like SoFi Stadium, Dodger Stadium.
2 teens relishing the moment while striving to become top dogs.
I can still taste those hot dogs. They were
now
so good.
I want a hot dog. I can't believe all those boys have been through. How beautiful.
And let's drive to Long Beach.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. And thank you for watching Commitment to Community. I'm Jamie Yukas.
And I'm Sheba Turk. Here at CBS LA, we are Southern California. We are yours.